All right. When I saw the name of this pattern, I expected another steampunk one, and it's not. So that's interesting. But the name of it is Ironwork. And I totally expected, when I saw the word Ironwork and I went to click on it, I totally expected a steampunky thing like we had yesterday. Not the case. This one is based, I'm assuming, on somebody's ironwork that they saw, inside a fence or something. Yeah, this is going to take me a bit longer. This is one of those challenging ones where I have to think. The ones that I don't have to think go zippity quick. They're done in 10, 15 minutes. This one probably will take a little longer just because I have to think. We're going to do a grid, but drawn in a more diamond-shaped pattern with dots. I am going to pencil this. Just let you know, I am going to pencil this ahead of time because, yeah, I'm going to have problems. Then, on the middle one, you'll want to connect those like that. On the edge two, you want to just do the side closest to that one. Okay? Then turn it and do the same thing the other way. That's basically it. And then fill in these spots where they connect. You can do variations. You don't have to fill it in. You can do whatever you need to it. And you can connect more than one. I don't think I'm going to do that. Just because this is going to be challenging enough for me as it is. But I'm trying to envision on the sample where the initial dots are. And I imagine that they are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 2. So you could keep going in the middle ones, do them on both. It's only around the edge you only need to do one. So maybe I could do this. I think it's not going to be as hard as I imagined. So I am going to, though, make myself a pencil grid to know where my dots need to be. Because, yeah, they're just going to have to happen. Otherwise, they're going to be so far off it won't look right. So we want to do a diagonal grid. There's some sort of little bug in here. How did a little bug get in here? I haven't had any of the doors or windows open today. You're annoying. Okay. Something like that. Is that where I want that? Seems not right. Okay, see, this is why I do it in pencil, because something didn't end up in the right place. Let's see. I like this. I actually like it as a single. So I want 3 and 3, not 4 and 4. Okay, so I want I'm gonna draw straight through the middle. That's my middle one. And then I want about that width from my middle. Yeah, is that what I want to do? Just thinking. It's just taking me a bit to think. Sorry if it's boring. I'm going to try to as I'm thinking, I'm deciding whether I want it to be smaller and closer together, or if I want this bigger grid. I think it's too big. I feel like it's too big. I think I am going to end up needing to do it. I'm still starting with the one in the middle. Let me do them about this far apart. My middle one. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do it like that. I felt that that other one was just too small. Okay. So at each of these intersections is where my dot is going to go. So I have solved that issue. And I'm going to put my dot like that. It's kind of big, but that's okay. I want to be able to see what I'm doing, figuring it out as I go here. Close that one. Oh, darn it. I got too close to the edge. I should have... Oh, well, it is what it is now, right? I've already started inking. Okay, so it's here and here and here and here and here. I knew something didn't look right when I started, but it's okay. It's just going to be a lot closer to the edge than I normally put on a tile, but that's okay. It's fine. Okay, now I can erase my pencil grid. Okay. All right. So, the middle ones. You know what? I may just do the outside edge ones first so I don't get confused. Yes. Okay. Comes like that. Does it go right to the middle? No, it does. It does go all the way to the edge like that. Okay. All right. So I'm zooming in so you can see what I'm doing. It does go from the outside edge all the way past, kind of so like this is a loop. Okay. So it's outside edge and to there. Coming around. So we're connecting those like they're a loop. Okay. And then we just keep doing that same thing for basically all of them. Like that. Okay, this isn't as hard to draw as I thought it would be. Okay, and then turn it around and do it the other way. The ones in the middle all go both directions. Am I still on screen? Oh shoot. I zoomed in, I forgot I was zoomed in. Okay, let me zoom back out so that I don't go off screen again. I apologize for that. What happens when I'm not paying attention? Kind of look like safety pins at this point. Don't do that one. Only the middle ones. And then turn it around and do it the other way. It's easier for me to just do the same stroke over and over than to try to do one way and one another way. This is just easier for me. You do however you need to do to make it easy for you. Okay, that's it. And then you just color in these spots so that the whole shape, you don't see those lines converging, they just become a shape like that. And then on the insides, same thing. Color that in all the way up to those little triangles that were created when you made that drawing and fill it in. That's what I'm going to be doing. Nothing exciting here. Just some filling in. We could have made these curves a little curvier, but I didn't, so it is what it is. I might end up doing an aura or something. But this wasn't as hard to draw as I had anticipated. And that's another thing I've learned. So you really need to just embrace it and try it. Because I've often found that tangles I thought I wasn't going to like, I did. And tangles that I thought were going to be hard to draw weren't. And sometimes I have found that tangles I thought were going to be easy became problematic. So, you know, don't judge it immediately just by the step out. You need to actually practice it. Now, I'm considering these drawings that I'm doing for the videos, I'm actually considering them practice. Even though I'm completing the tile, because at the beginning of this journey, if you go back to my beginner lessons, I didn't complete the tiles because I considered them more practice. And I decided that I needed to finish the tiles and make them whole tiles so that you guys could see what a finished tile looked like. So even though I'm not doing it on the official Zentangle paper and everything, I just use, somebody asked me what I use. I just use paper out of my sketchbook. I don't know what pound it is. I suppose I could look that up, but I don't know. It's in one of my videos, the one about paper and pens, the supply video, way back in, I think it's in July of 2016. If you want to go back and look that one up, it's under the beginner tag, beginner series. And I did a thing on what pens do I use, why do I use them, what paper do I use, why do I use it, and so, you know, if you want more information about that. But I just use whatever's in my sketch pad, and mostly I use that because I know the pen is going to write on any paper that is meant for writing on, you know. I don't like watercolor paper. I tried watercolor paper. It has too much texture for me. But you could tangle on watercolor paper. There's nothing that says you can't. It's just you have to know that, you know, it's got quite a bit of texture. And then if you want to tangle on watercolor paper and use watercolors to enhance your tangles, that's awesome. I've seen a lot of really gorgeous, especially in the group called Shading Zentangle. There is a woman who has just embraced her watercolor techniques, and she has some of the most stunning tiles, and it's because she does it on watercolor paper and then uses her watercolors to shade. Just awesome. Okay, there's the basic tangle. And then we can embellish if I want to. I'm not sure I really need to embellish. I suppose I could. Does it? Yeah, it feels like it's not quite. It needs something. But I'm not sure what. And you could just aura in here. But I don't feel like that's what it wants. I feel like since it's ironwork, that it really wants... Okay, this is rare, but I'm going to take a piece of... Do I have a piece of scrap paper up here? I am not prepared to do, like, practice. I don't really have a piece of scrap paper up here. Well, I'll make a tile into a piece of scrap paper because it doesn't matter. There, this one will work. Okay, so I have this shape, right? With this and that. And it's kind of filled in like that. Sort of the shape I have here, right? So what if I did like that in it? Would that be too busy? I think it would. Okay. That's why I didn't start it, because it's going to end up too busy. Sometimes you need to think about what you're going to do. Oh, that's what it needs. Okay, I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this and that. I just felt like it was a little too plain, but that it needed something, but not a lot. But since it's Ironworks, I was trying to think of a design that I'd seen on, you know, fences or gates. I think that goes. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's all right. And then I need to do a little shading. I think I'm going to shade right and bottoms. Okay. I'm only going to shade two sides and see if what I like it. Oops. This side, not that side. Pay attention to what side you were doing. That would help. It's getting hard to see. I'm gonna have to stop recording just because it's getting too dark. Even though it's not that late in the afternoon. What time is it now? It's 2:30. The sun is now on the other side of the house. There's not a whole lot of light coming in this window. And even though I have my light on, and you guys can see okay because I have my light on, the light is actually kind of aiming at my face. And so it's blinding me. And it was fine when I had other light in the room, but yeah, it's not so good right now. And it's bouncing, it's reflecting here. I didn't have that reflection when I had light coming from this way. It was balancing it out, but now I only have light coming this way and it's just bouncing off this page and reflecting up into my eyes, and I'm having a hard time seeing. So even though it looks like it's fine on the camera, it's not so good for me. So I'm gonna have to stop. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Oops, missed one. Oh, that's because I went back up to do those other, oh, darn it. Not paying attention again. This side and this side. That's it. Not the top, just the bottom and the side. Okay. You know what? That's not so bad. I look up at it on the camera, and it's much better than it looks in real life. I think because of the lighting. Yeah, not so bad. I can see some spots where I didn't fill in where I want to fill in. I didn't see them because of the glare. It's amazing how good light makes all the difference in the world as to what you can see when you're working. I'm going to have to stop. I don't want to stop, but I'm going to have to stop. Okay, so this was called Ironwork. I'll just sign it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. I feel like it needs to go this way as a design. Okay, Ironwork. There's the pattern. It wasn't that hard. It just intimidated me when I looked at it. So don't be like me. Don't be intimidated. Just, you know, give it a go. Everything will be fine. Just give it a go. You can do it. I know you can do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. All right. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.